das sind Bern Grizzlies am 5. Oktober 1985 und haben schon 2 Jahre darauf zum ersten Mal in der Meisterschaft teilgenommen.
With my time back now as head coach again, I hope to install that toughness again. I think it's something that's been missing on both sides of the ball. And I want our offense to be a bit tougher and more aggressive this year as in years prior. It's always been the defense that helps build the team. So now we got to get the offense up to speed, and that's our goal for this year. So yeah, we have coaches usually by committee when they can come. We have a few consistent coaches that come every time in practice, which helps a lot. It is great because we have numbers, as not today we didn't have the numbers, but with a big roster we need the coaches so our guys can develop quickly. We have a lot of rookies, a lot of turnover, a lot of guys from U19 that comes up, so we need those coaches to be here to coach so these guys can develop and get better. So the roster changes are different every year, but I think this now we have more stability and a deep roster.
Ja, auch Bern Grizzlies haben eine turbulente Vergangenheit hinter sich. Von 1990 bis 1997 ist relativ viel los im Club. Sie sind abgestiegen in die NLB und haben sich dann unter der Leitung von Rex Stapleton als neuer Head Coach wieder zusammengerafft. Sind dann sogar im 1995 wieder Meister geworden in der NLA und 1996 haben sie sogar gegen Geneva Seahawks ihren Meistertitel können verteidigen.
That's Coach JJ. That's Coach John Jordan. The U19 staff since I've been here has always done a hell of a job taking care of the youth and having discipline and showing them the basics of football, because that's important. When they come to us, they have to have the basics. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult with our pace and tempo and terminology being much different. So Coach JJ and his staff for many years has done a hell of a job with the U19 program. I guess it depends on the weather. I was not here last year, but I can share there was a lot of stress. But that also always depends on the weather. When it's rain, snow, they say they just want one team playing, so that's going to be the senior team. But if the weather's perfect, both teams are inside.
Nach einem Jahr Pause haben Bern Grizzlies wieder den Darius Willis als Head Coach und Defensive Coordinator für sich gewinnen können.
That's a good question. I would say Besuch and Claudio now has done a great job of putting guys together who actually want to do all the work and work to get everything going. We need more togetherness amongst our Swiss community of football, so to speak. So we need more togetherness, and when that happens, our league will evolve just as like the other leagues, as France, Austria, and Germany has evolved, because the togetherness with all the levels and the president being at the top of that running the show. When guys come in freshman year, they know everything. They know all the basics. They know they can adapt to terminology, all the schemes and stuff. So it's much easier to teach teach the high schooler kids because they already know what to expect, and they're much more athletic, much faster, and we practice 5 times a week. It's a big difference to only having guys 2 or 3 times a week and then having guys 5. It's a huge difference, and film is every day in high school back where I come from, so we watch film every day as well. So it's a huge difference, but I'll say the game here is evolving. I think with the flag ideas and stuff, the kids learning the game at youth level here in Switzerland will help for when guys come to U16 and U19. So if that trend continues to happen, it'll be great for the future.
Ja, und seit 2003 ist eigentlich ein extremer Wiederaufbau bei den Bern Grizzlies zu beobachten. Unter der Leitung vom Juniorencoach Michael Fuchs hat man die erste Mannschaft auch komplett neu umkrempelt. Er hat viele ehemalige Junioren ins Team wieder geholt. Und 2003 erreicht die Mannschaft in den Playoffs seit 1997 erstmal wieder auch das Halbfinale.
Well, that's an interesting question. One thing they don't really tell you about when you are an import is that you will have to do a lot of coaching. And I think in the beginning, that wasn't my true mindset of coming over, because I thought, hey, maybe I do this 1 year and go back and play at a higher level. But then I saw the need for coaching out here, and it's what I did in high school, at my high school before I came here. So the transition was kind of easier. For some imports, it's not so easy because they're expecting to be coached. So having the mindset and organizations being upfront that, hey, you're going to be able to have to coach too. So I think that's the big difference. Huge. Whether they're import coaches or import players, they are huge. Because you're going to learn so much, and they're going to develop your organization. Well, hopefully they do. They're going to develop the pieces of your organization and implement some ideas that maybe you didn't think of from your levels, that what you can take a part of your staff. I think coaches that come here, it's a big help to our community of football here in Switzerland.
In 2016 haben die Bern Grizzlies den Meistertitel in der NLA auf Bern holen. Das war ihr 5. Titel in der Vereinsgeschichte, und auch dieses Jahr sieht es so aus, als wären sie ein heißer Kandidat auf das Finalspiel, ja, und eventuell auch auf den Meistertitel schlussendlich.
I would say no. In Bern, we usually have a lot of guys who are excited about tryouts. But one thing that we took advantage of this year was midnight sports. So where we go into the schools on a Saturday for 3 hours and we teach football to gymnasiums across Bern. And we got a lot of players from this for U16 and U19. And I think if we continue that path of going into the gymnasiums and the high schools, showing our sport and our logo, which I don't have one at the moment, but showing our logo, we're going to have more players in the future. First off, yes, I want to say thank you guys for the work that you do. It's much needed here. I think it has come a long way and very fast, actually, since I've been in here since 2014. I've seen this game evolve at all phases. and that is a good sign. We're still behind, but I think if we band together and with the new softboard and people and organizations like you and the End Zone, if everybody continues to work together to do their part, we're going to have great success.
Right, guys, I'm all these things, but I know this is your ski time, huh? I get to go ski my first time this weekend, so wish me luck.